Oxe, como assim meu salvamento anterior vai se apagar? Tem que jogar com calma, velho. De novo. Juan. E aí, Juan? Agora eu vou matar esse bicho de novo. Jogando lowers. Gambare, gambare. Ah, porra, moleque. One. Mano, ninguém merece essas fugas, viu?
Fazer um pedido a ele?
Pô, a gente já brigou tanto, né?
Calma, peraí.
Tem amiga, apertar a mão do outro.
Ficou tanto,
eu quero
negão.
dar um presente pra você aqui. Como amigo.
Presente pra ele?
Como amigo. Não,
Qual é o presente? Qual é o presente? Nem todo duro vai pegar um presente? Não.
Caralho, bicho.
Gente, sabe o que é isso, né? Qualifico.
isso aí é o...
É o quê? Uma coroa de flores pra quê?
Pra você levar pra favor desse presente.
Calma.
Toma, pedrada. Toma, pedrada.
Rodrigo. Agora não vão conseguir segurar os homens, não. A luta pra valer vai ser de aonde?
Isso aí é tu e o Davos. Chega com uma coroa de flores pra tu. Toma, toma, toma. Gambare, gambare.
fazer um pedido a
Meu
ele?
Deus, cara, que demora pra
tanto,
carregar essa
Calma, peraí,
porra.
calma.
Tem amiga, aperta a mão do outro. E eu quero dar um presente pra você aqui. Como amigo.
Presente pra ele?
Como amigo. Não,
Qual é o presente? Bem, tô duro. Vai pegar um presente? Não. Gente, sabe o que é isso, né, Holyfield?
isso aí é o...
É o quê? Uma coroa de flores? Pra quê?
Você levar a famosa...
Calma.
Isso aí é a cabra negra.
Rodrigo. Agora não vão conseguir segurar os homens, não. A luta pra valer vai ser dia 11.
Isso aí é a Isa. Ah, valeu isso, bem. Agora eu vou ter que esperar os créditos acabarem, enquanto isso não vai sair, né, pessoal? Eu acho que se eu for jogar com a Emily, vai apagar o save. Eu não quero que apague o save, porque eu peguei muito documento. Pois é.
You didn't win my yard.
My yard.
All of it. Daddy, chill. What the hell is even
Isso,
that?
né? 10 horas. WR Attempts. O Lorde, bota aí. Não, deixa que eu boto aqui no celular. Eu tenho pontos infinitos. Cadê? Esse aqui é top, velho. Bota aí.
もしもあなたが人々に説明できるなら、軍隊に3.5兆のバイアグラを購入しました。なぜなら、人々が高齢者のための冴えない大物を持っていないのに、あなたがそれを取り除いたからです。
バイアグラは治療に使用されます。リオデジャネイロ州知識も買ったので、話はやめてください。バイアグラを購入することは治療に使用される。
ここで終わります。回答をお待ちしています。千里線、説明してください。説明しました。もう説明してください。もう説明しました。
バイアグラを使用中です。
千里線の治療について、バイアグラを使用しますか？軍隊だけが権力を持ち、無料で人々に配布しない理由は何ですか？
Tem mais. Peraí. Nossa, essa aqui o Lorde me apresentou esses caras.
Hey, bro, you want your phone?
Hell yeah. I already seen that, bro.
I got a new one.
Damn!
Muito bom, velho.
We're now going to show you the invention of Marcolino Pereira, the great philosopher of Cascais, right? He came here directly to our Domingo to show us a remote control barbecue grill.
Press number 1, turn on.
It's on.
Você não tem botão de pular os créditos, velho.
Holy shit, man. And now to turn that shit off, man. Look, it turned on. Now turn it off. It's on fire, man. Call the fireman. To put it out, you call the fire department. But what is it?
It's just that the controller is faulty and hasn't gone out.
Técnica de multiplicação!
Suco do futebol brasileiro aí, velho. Pera aí, tem mais. Tem esse aqui, ó, é novo.
Quanto que dá aí?
Deu 17.
17. Aí, pode ficar com o troco, viu?
Ô, valeu, obrigado.
Obrigado você.
Não. Obrigado você.
Obrigado você, tá, ô palhaço?
Não, peraí. Obrigado você.
Obrigado você, filha da puta.
Não, peraí.
Obrigado você.
Obrigado você. Obrigado você, filha da puta.
Otário.
Obrigado você. Obrigado você.
I will let you touch one boob.
Both boobs.
Just one.
Touch and squeeze.
Just touch.
Touch and motorboat.
Just touch.
Honka honka.
Barney.
Just touch.
Just touch.
For 1 hour.
For 1 second.
20 minutes, both boobs.
30 seconds, one boob.
4 minutes, both boobs, 3 squeezes.
1 minute, both boobs, one squeeze.
Deal.
O cara foi negociando até arranjar um... arranjar um acordo bom.
Ó o Mateuzinho! Olha o Mateuzinho vai fazer o gol!
Ronaldinho, sucesso!
Meu Deus, cara, não acaba não esses créditos, né?
Contra Fonte.
Ele deve estar num de seus restaurantes Muchentuchen.
Tá, mas qual? Ele tem o quê? Do centro?
Provavelmente em Amman. No centro se pega as vajibabas mais gostosas.
Qual código de área de Amman?
Sifir Waha Waha.
Sifir Waha Waha.
Arba Kamse Talate.
Arba Kamse Talate.
Kamse Sifir Sifir.
Kamse Sifir Sifir.
Kamse Sifir Sifir.
Sifir Sifir.
Sabah.
Sabá.
Site Talat Arba Site.
Site Talat Arba Site.
Waha. Arba. Sifir. Sabah. Talate Arba Kamse.
Sabá.
Miserável, a conta de tu madre. Lixo!
Claro, o mais claro, tu põe aqui, ó.
Xiaomi.
Ah, se foda essa merda, eu vou jogar com o bicho apagado mesmo. Esse que eu já vi. Bora de Emily.
You didn't win in my yard. Wait. All of you.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
Ah não, ela vai fazer o mesmo caminho, velho?
Hello?
Não é possível, mulher.
Where is everyone?
This is a big place. Maybe they're on the other side of the house.
Stay here. I'll have a look.
Ah não, mentira que ela vai fazer o mesmo caminho, né, bicho? Tem uma pistolinha também.
Surprised by her own reckless decision, Emily found herself breaking into Terceira. She mulled over how to present her story in case she got caught, but couldn't think of anything that sounded convincing. She wasn't much of a fast talker. Best to find a way to open the front door and let Detective Conby inside so he can handle the situation.
Esse jeito que ela anda, muito estranho. Parece que a gameplay com ela é mais fluida.
What's this?
Novo noivado. Quando eu voltar, João Marcos, 1918.
When I Get Back, John Marcus, 1918.
Você não vai passar pelos mesmos lugares que o carro meu, não, né? Por favor, meu bicho. Osso. Árvore do diabo. É um gambara. Esse gambara não, não tá.
These must be older than Derceto. They built the house around it. Tô comendo aviso de Jeremy.
Dearest Emily, Derceto is the prey of evil, and now they're all in on it. The staff and all the patients are nothing more than a mindless cult set to awaken the bayou. I see now that it was wrong of me to try to survive the madness of the Dark Man. You will also learn that soon enough. Every hour that passes where I deny him his right to my sanity makes it worse for the people I care about. He perfectly staged his world in order to conduct my fall. And I have to fall, Emily. Stay away, my dearest niece. Stay as far away from Derceto as you can. Someday you may understand what I've done. May God forgive me. Farewell, Jeremy Hartwood.
Gambá.
I'll just take this.
Pegando gambário.
Every day your silence weighs a little heavier. It's been a difficult year for everyone, and many have lost all hope.
Eu já li. Acho que ela deve passar por alguns lugares diferentes também, não é aqui da mesma coisa.
Aqui o andarinho. Senhora, tem ração aí na madeira dele?
Tenho. Chazinha da adega. Dá pra abrir esse negócio só correndo, velho? Deixa eu ver. Parece que não.
Please do not touch the boiler. It is working after all. While the sabotage has caused a leak...
That doesn't look safe.
Eu acho que com ela é mais fácil de correr do que com a água. Eu acho que a categoria principal deve ser com ela, né? Da lote.
What's this?
Sunday, June 22nd. I spent all day looking for Jeremy. I should have cared for the others, but I'm scared that he will do something.
I need the key. It's wet shut. It looks important.
Escala para aqui. Ah, eu...
Oh. I need the key.
Wait, don't.
Excuse me? Do you know where I can find Jeremy Hartwood?
Of course not.
McCarthy, what are you doing? I told you not to lose sight of the girl.
Don't you worry, Mags. I'll find that little rascal.
Who are you people? What are you doing here?
I'm sorry about all this, but I'm looking for my uncle. His name is Jeremy Hartwood.
What are you doing, child? You shouldn't be alone. Go find McCarthy.
Who are you? Are you here for the Fay Dodo?
Go upstairs now.
My name is Emily Hartwood. I'm the niece of Jeremy Hartwood. This is Detective Carnby.
The police? Why are you here?
No, I'm a private investigator. Sorry to bother you. My client's worried about her uncle. He's a patient here at Terceira. If you don't mind, could you direct us where to find him?
No, I can't. Jeremy has gone missing. If you leave your information, I will make sure to contact you.
Wait, he ran away?
No, he won't leave the house. He's around here somewhere, and both of our orderlies are looking for him.
That's unacceptable. Where's Dr. Gray? I want to speak with him immediately.
Fine, I'll ask him. Wait here and don't touch anything.
Yeah, that's good. Makes sense.
Do you want to see Jeremy's room?
Can you show us?
Follow me.
Thank you. Strange kid.
Let's look around, see what we can find.
Jeremy had gone missing. The housekeeper said the staff at Terceira was looking for him, but Emily wanted answers and demanded to speak to Dr. Gray, the man in charge. While waiting, a young girl offered to show Emily and Detective Conby inside Jeremy's room. The perfect opportunity to look for clues regarding Jeremy's disappearance.
Need the key.
Every night the dark man stands
I found a commonplace book.
What's that?
A notebook with all kinds of stuff in it. Do you know a place called Tarawea?
Never heard of it. Is it close?
I've no idea. Just seems like it was a place Jeremy wanted to visit.
Good to know.
Tem mais interação com ele. Só isso? Só isso? Ah, não vai ver.
Have you ever seen anything like this? Looks like a talisman.
You mean like this one?
Can you find me a knife to cut the canvas? I want to take this with me.
You want to take the painting? Sure, I'll find one.
I found this tube as well. Should keep it safe for you.
Por isso que ela fica andando com esse tubo por aí.
Miss Hartwood. Emily?
I'll take it. Thank you.
We're done here, right?
I'm not sure. I don't know how to do any of this.
Listen, I think we should talk to Dr. Gray. He must know something about what's going on around here.
Okay. Let's do that.
Come on, I don't want to be here all night.
Vai desaparecer.
Detective Carnby? Where did...
Tentar fazer as conquistas.
Emily had never seen the French Quarter quite like this, dark and alien. The only possible refuge she could see from Jeremy's balcony was a bit of light coming from a corner store.
Ah, caiu mais atrás. Nossa, ela é bem mais rápida que o Carne, velho. Meu Deus.
I can't go that way.
Tipo, muito mais rápido que ele, velho.
This can't be.
Os bichos pra atacar o negócio dele.
I need the key.
Pensando Jorge.
What's this?
Ai meu Deus! Cadê os negócios pra atacar nos bichos? Quero mais, quero mais, quero mais. Cadê? Ai, tem outro aqui. Ui! Otários! Essa porra não morre não, hein? Tão tijolada, desgraçado. Cadê o negão 2 metros de altura? Que isso, meu patrão?
Emily, is that you?
Batiste?
How'd you get here?
I was back at Terceira. Looking for my Uncle Jeremy?
Que isso?
Jeremy's your uncle. I didn't know.
Why would you? You're still working at Terceira?
Yeah, both me and Lila stuck around. We're real orderlies now.
You remember my sister Lottie, don't you?
What happened, Batiste? How are we here?
You know about the dark man haunting your uncle?
I'm familiar with his mental state.
I think we all in his head somehow. Because these streets are real, but they're not like on any map. Nah, this is like when you remember something, but in the wrong way.
Do you know how to get back to Derceto? I'm not safe here.
Truer words have yet been spoken, Mrs. Marcus.
Don't call me that. It's Miss Emily Hartwood. There's no reason to call me anything else.
Sim, o Michael Clark Duncan. Verdade, lembra pouquinho.
This place ain't safe for no one.
Lembra muito, na verdade. Bicho
How
alto.
do I get back?
Only Jeremy knows how. He has this juju necklace guiding him.
You mean this talisman?
Just like it. He says it's been
Sim, o nome do filme lá, ô Roger, é esse aqui, ó. Peraí, deixa eu botar aí.
You know where it came from?
O negócio do Lovecraft lá.
I was there no more than 1 hour ago looking for Jeremy. Locked it up to keep the ghouls from getting inside. You can have the key if you want.
É esse aí o nome do filme, se quiser assistir depois.
Thank you. I'll take a look.
Stay safe, miss.
É do John Carpenter esse filme aí, do mesmo diretor do Halloween.
Emily couldn't understand where she was, but it felt like a waking dream. Baptiste, who she vaguely remembered from her past, claimed to work as an orderly.
Exatamente, é o mesmo diretor.
He was also looking for Jeremy, and seemed to imply that he was chasing him through Jeremy's own mind. Maybe this wasn't Emily's dream, but Jeremy's, and she was trapped inside somehow. Baptiste suspected that Jeremy was in some control due to a talisman that he had been given by a Miss Jackson, a name Emily recalled to be one of the many voodoo witch doctors in the French Quarter. In hope to find a way back to Derceto, Emily set out to find Miss Jackson's place.
Halloween, ele dirigiu Halloween, dirigiu esse daí que eu botei o nome, dirigiu... Como é o nome daquele filme, meu Deus? Esqueci, bicho. Ah, Coisa, The Thing. Dirigiu aquele Escape from New York, que tem o Snake lá, que deu... Foi inspirado o cara do Metal Gear. Ele tem até o tapa-olho também.
Are you staying here?
For a while. Want to see if Jeremy shows up.
Exatamente, Snake Plissken.
Your sister, she also works at Derceto?
Yeah, she the one who got us jobs.
Be careful, okay?
You said it, miss.
Ele trabalha muito com Kurt Russell. Sim. Mano, mas aquele filme The Thing, pô, velho, que filmaço. Eu assisti faz uns 2 anos, eu acho. Bicho, um dos melhores filmes, assim, de ficção e terror que eu já vi, velho. Sério mesmo. Filmaço, filmaço, filmaço. John Carpenter tá velho. Só apoiou de minha. Ela anda toda troncha, velho. Vai fazer um tratamento pra ser escolioso, mulher. Meu Deus. Nessa época não tinha tratamento pra escoliose, não, bicho. Ah, meu Deus. Eu acho que a categoria principal vai ser o Emily Percent. Ela é muito rápida. E o dash dela é maior, eu acho. Deve ser isso aí mesmo. Cheirar a porra. Que isso, Deus. Porra! Vem, amigão, vem. Cara, eu vou tacar os tijolos, hein? Come um. Come outro. Come outro. Come. O que mais tá faltando? Ele era um morotó, pô. Ela é muito rápida, velho. Certeza que a categoria principal vai ser ela.
This must be Miss Jackson's place. Let's see if we can find out more about Jeremy's talisman.
Emily found this waking dream disturbingly persuasive. If this was Jeremy's world, what did that mean? Was the Hartwood family suffering a literal curse? Was the dark man, that ghoulish specter haunting Jeremy, an actual supernatural being? Emily pushed her thoughts aside and focused. She needed to find out about the talisman and get back to Terceira.
Aqui eu, por exemplo, tá sendo o mesmo caminho que o Carly fez, né? Mas tipo assim, os diálogos são diferentes, as cutscenes são diferentes. Tem itens diferentes para ela também. Esses itens aqui vai ter coisa diferente para ela. Não sei se ela vai em outros lugares, né? Mas até agora, tipo assim, o caminho tá sendo o mesmo. Tá sendo um negócio meio Resident Evil. Tipo, campanhas paralelas, tá ligado?
It looks exactly like Jeremy's talisman.
Deixa eu ver como é que era mesmo.
Every night.
3, 5, 8.
I think it's meant to hold the talisman. I'm not sure what numbers I should use. Maybe there's something in Jeremy's notes. What's that picture in the glass? Where is that?
Nossa. FPS caiu pra caralho.
Good to see you again, Miss Hartwood. Mrs. Thompson told me you were here. She also alerted me that you brought a detective with you. I'm very curious to hear what this is all about. You don't remember me, do you, Miss Hartwood? We met at your family's house in the Garden District, when your uncle was about to be admitted under my care.
No, I remember. Sorry. I'm not really feeling well.
Oh, well, in that case, have a seat. Let me make you a drink. I don't seem to have made much of an impression on you. On the other hand, I can vividly recall you and your parents.
Because of our cheerful disposition, I'm sure.
You are far too intelligent to think that. You come from a joyless family, Miss Hartwood. The only amusement I took from my visit was discovering that the young lady's drink was an old-fashioned.
Very astute. Is that supposed to make you seem attentive or intelligent?
Whatever you prefer.
Only.
Are you ready to tell me why you are here, Miss Hartwood? And why you brought a detective?
I received a letter from my uncle. He seems certain that he was in danger here. If I find out you're treating him badly, I'll be taking him back with me to New Orleans.
Really? Is he going to live with you in your tiny garçonniere? That would be a spectacular way to ratify your spinsterhood. Because you are well aware that your father would never let him back in his house. No, I have it. Maybe you can bring him back up north. You've been wanting to move back for quite a few years, haven't you? You always preferred your mother's side of the family. Jeremy is free to leave with you. I won't object. However, there is one problem, as you might have learned. He is, in fact, missing.
Do you know where he could have gone?
No, I'm afraid I don't. I have my staff looking for him. I'm sure he will show up eventually. Especially if he learns that you are here. He is quite fond of you.
What can you tell me about his condition? I never heard a proper diagnosis. What is your medical opinion of him?
Well, let me think. He is an anxious man, depressed, even. He suffers from a perceived lack of order in his inner and outer life. He constantly complains about events not presenting themselves according to their divine nature.
And the Dark Man?
Hard to tell if it was ever anything specific. Jeremy uses the Dark Man as a psychological scapegoat to avoid facing the truth that he is in any way at fault.
You don't think there can be any truth to the Dark Man's supernatural existence?
Why would you ask that?
Can we ever be sure?
If the Dark Man is some sort of evil presence that is in possession of Jeremy?
Well,
I assure you, any evidence that you experience supporting that claim is purely delusional. Don't get caught up in mass hysteria, Miss Hartwood. You wouldn't want to take your uncle's place in this hospital, would you?
I'll be leaving now, Doctor. I need to keep looking for my uncle.
Do so, Miss Hartwood. I'll let you know if he shows up.
Detective Carnby! God, I'm glad to see you. I was afraid you had left.
Me? You're the one who just disappeared.
It's hard to explain. I think I blacked out. It was like I went somewhere else.
It's okay, miss. You're clearly upset.
No, I don't know what's happening.
This is a very stressful situation for you, I understand.
Ugh, no, you don't understand.
Just take a deep breath. Why don't you sit down, smoke some of the Perique? If you want, I could even drive you back to New Orleans. I just want to have a talk with Dr. Gray first.
I want to stay. I found a talisman just like the one in the painting. I think I might be able to figure out where Tarawea is, where Jeremy wanted to go.
That's great. Just stay out of trouble, okay? Let me handle the investigation.
I'm not crazy, Detective. Not yet.
Okay, catch you later.
If a talisman like this can open up doors between the French Quarter and Derceto, then maybe Jeremy is hiding in some strange other world, like Tarawea, the place he mentioned in the book. No matter where he is, it's clear that my search won't be limited to Derceto.
Legal que a animação da boca do personagem ela é bem sincronizada assim quando tá fora da cutscene. Porque tem jogos por aí que fazem a mesma coisa, né? Mas o personagem ele só abre a boca e fecha. Aí, tipo assim, você imagina lá que ele tá falando, né? Mas aqui não dá pra perceber que ela tá falando mesmo, tipo, sincronizado com a boca dela. Apesar de não ser tão... Ah, meu Deus, que animação maravilhosa. Mas dá pra perceber que ela tá falando assim.
Paul, you're right about the plates on the boiler and the clock. They have been sabotaged, and I think I know who did it. They have something to do with...
Dr. Elmore.
Saw your notice in the boiler room. You should know, Mr.
Será que eu consigo acessar já a sala ali, né?
Interesting. It's all the patient files except for Jeremy's. Looks sturdy. Doubt I'll be opening this.
9113, né?
Oh wow, I can't believe I guessed the combination. I must be some kind of genius.
Caraca, ela deu uma zoada, velho.
Despite making a fool of herself in front of Dr. Gray and Detective Convict,
Essa foi boa.
Emily felt surprisingly invigorated. She felt absolutely sure that it was her manipulation of the talisman that had brought her back to Derceto. Jeremy mentioned 2 items in his commonplace book that somehow connected him to 2 more dreams, or whatever they should be called. If Jeremy had 2 more worlds open to him, then maybe he would hide there if he was scared. Or maybe he found a way to Terceira, the place Jeremy so desperately wanted to visit. Excited to follow up on her clues, Emily set out to find the old clock and the boiler.
Eu achei engraçado, assim. Oh, meu Deus, eu adivinhei a combinação do cofre. Deve ser uma gênia. Que é a mesma combinação da Campanha do Carpe, velho. Nossa, eu gostei. Os caras botaram essa zoeirinhazinha aqui. Eu sou uma gênia. Meu Deus. Cadê o negócio do Alone in the Dark aqui? Maldição, Hartwood. Você viu, não? Que ela falou isso aí. Ah, deve ser uma gênia. Ah, meu Deus. Da hora esse livro. É a capa do primeiro mesmo. Estica o pulso na hora. Escritório não dá pra entrar, né? Porta da lote. Parece aquele jogo lá mesmo. Você tem que abrir a... Você tem que ficar abrindo o mapa a cada 5 minutos. A route. Outra cutscene. A movimentação dela é bem mais rápida. Eu achei, né? mais fluida, o cado é mais travadão.
Good evening, Miss Hartwood. That is your name, isn't it? I would be terribly embarrassed if it wasn't.
You're right. Emily Hartwood, Jeremy's niece. Nice to meet you.
Ruth Talon.
Que isso?
Is that Perique you're smoking? How terribly quaint.
Maybe so, but I like it.
Would you care to share some? That smell is making me feel very nostalgic.
Que isso, uma danicinha. Que isso, pai. Segure-se.
Is it all that you hope for?
I enjoy your light mockery, Miss Hartwood. I can tell we would make great friends.
How flattering. Too bad you're locked up in this place.
Your insincerity is really refreshing. I wish you were mad as I am. Then you could stay.
Give it a few years and I might just be. Lunacy is one of my family's few privileges.
Oh, good. I'll be looking forward to it.
Crise 29. Peguei no carro.
You don't know anything about what happened to Jeremy, do you?
Everyone here is really strange, and it's hard to know what to make of anything you hear. Occasionally, it sounds quite exciting, though. Good versus evil and all that. I'm sorry, but I don't think I have anything useful to share.
It doesn't matter. Thank you for the much-needed break.
Bon voyage.
Emily felt surprised by how much she enjoyed the company of Ruth. There was something familiar and friendly about her, like they were old friends that simply forgot about each other.
Lost Plantations of Louisiana, Thierry Briclot, 1917. Yes.
Are you reading anything good?
A Brightness from Afar by Lord Boleskine. It's actually not bad.
You know where Detective Carnby is?
Oh, you don't need him. You're doing fine.
I should probably go.
Until next time, chérie.
Veio uma ligada aí.
Everything's back to normal. wedged shut. Now this'll come in handy.
Espingarda. E sim, pai. Será que ela aguenta o recuo? Oh! Tá troca, não tá troca. Peguei no draw. É desgraçado aí. Foi ela que colocou esse gato
What are you
aí.
doing sneaking around? You almost scared me to death.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb your ritual. I wouldn't have guessed voodoo was in practice at a place like this.
The doctor may be all about science, but I know these roots have power.
Do you know what's going on here? I have a feeling Derceto is cursed.
There are several players with stakes in this game. Derceto isn't cursed or blessed. It's a battleground. And it would all be a lot better if you could get your uncle out sooner than later.
That's all I'm trying to do.
I wish you the best of luck, Miss Hartwood. I really mean that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to look after my gumbo.
Seu gambare? Lá o gambare?
The housekeeper buried something in the flower patch beneath one of Dr. Gray's windows. She was singing in some Creole language, performing a peculiar bourgeois voodoo ritual. Certainly not an unfamiliar sight in the French Quarter, but voodoo had never felt this bitter to Emily.
Que era o gato.
What's that? It worked. Now what's this? There we go.
Já foi, né? Putz, foi embora. Brilho longínquo. Legal. Vagabundos.
There are many ways to cross a threshold. The easiest one is being invited. A door swung open, leading you inside. Another is sleep, hypnosis, or even sudden fright. There are those who fold spaces that challenge Mobius, or jump through angles that defy Euclid. If you learn to properly use your talisman, you could go anywhere. You wouldn't even need to rely on the fluttering wings of the shrieking Biakis.
Poxa, tudo é sandália, hein, gato? Deixa eu ver, já foi tudo aqui. Peguei um salão.
It's blocked.
Jesus.
Okay, that wasn't so bad.
Meu Deus. Você quase morre de susto. Deixa eu passar vocês. Elisabetta Perose. Portugal. Elisabetta. Grangado, Bedão.
Às vezes eu dou uma sumida, mas sempre eu tô pela área aí.
Sempre eu tô pela área aí.
You know, Mr. Waits, I saw a piece of the plate that Liza broke. I think she's been hiding them. She's not very good at it.
What's that stain? Looks like some kind of rot.
Subindo aqui. Não é pra...
I need the key. I can't leave. I need to find Jeremy.
Nossa, filha da porra.
This looks like the thing that held the talisman in the French Quarter, but it's broken and missing some pieces. I need the key.
Tranqueira.
Jeremy's room. All back to normal.
Emily's here. Emily's here.
Tranqueira.
What a strange but beautiful room. Are these zodiac signs?
I did it!
Will I need to remember how to get them?
The Astarte artist colony. I'm pretty sure they had a Mardi Gras crew called the Pirates of Pontchartrain when I was a child.
É 294, né? Se não me engano. 294. Nossa. Peixes. Libra. Peixes. Libra. Qual é o peixe? Peixes.
Here we go.
The simple astrology cipher was a favorite among the artists who lived in the house 20 years ago. They eased.
Essa eu já vi na primeira.
I need the key. I don't understand what's happening.
Suddenly, Jeremy's bleak dreamscape devoured Emily, drowning her in dread and darkness, only to moments later spit her out again. What had happened, and why? Was that her doing, or did someone else make it so?
I think I've seen this somewhere.
Sim. Pra baixo. Esse jogo.
Did it break? The clock just stopped.
Deixa eu ver. 6, 4, 3. 6.
It's showing me something. That's just the hallway outside Jeremy's room, isn't it?
Cemitério agora? Ou é a plataforma? Ah, é a plataforma.
Emily deserved a sense of triumph, but she was too on edge to appreciate her success. There was no reasonable explanation why the talisman let her open up this other world. Was this really happening? Or was this somehow all in her mind? There was no time to question her own sanity. She had to find Jeremy. If he was here, she thought, would she find Jeremy in the hateful mound?
I did it. I opened up another dream.
Eu já sei pra onde ir, agora já sei o que fazer. Eu não morri. Morrendo outra vez.
May 1923, Monday. All okay. Ready for delivery.
Witness. Não, não.
I need the key.
The key. picareta é melhor.
Here we go. It worked.
Já dá manjada, Betão, já sei o que acontece. NVIDIA já tomou. Não, tem negócio ali pra pegar, velho. Por que eu não pego esse martelo pra usar de arma, velho? Deveria pegar esse martelo aí pra usar de arma. Caralho! Fui combado, velho. Porra! Ah, aqui tem um negócio pra pegar. Paleta descartada. Aí, ó. Maldição, né?
The Hartwood curse is what they call it. There wasn't much of a vocabulary for mental illnesses back in the days. There are hardly enough now. The Hartwoods carry a troubling chemical imbalance in their brain, which they have managed to pass down through generations. As they grow old, they are overtaken by overwhelming melancholy that unavoidably leads to suicide. Oh, you want the real story? Well, who can say? It was written that way.
Ah, isso aqui é uma referência ao primeiro jogo, que no primeiro jogo o tio dela ele se mata. Não tem nada a ver com a história desse não. Outra, ele...
What's this? I can break this, I just need something to hit it with.
Tá bom. Tem carona pra voltar? Ah, é oportunidade. Passando para lá. Pegando da Alegra. Nossa, o cara veio correndo por tudo, velho. Que doido.
Damn it, there has to be a way to get to the other side.
Esse bicho ataca muito rápido, velho.
Now what? Just don't look down, Emily.
Bora ver o bichão do lado do Lovecraft. Aí, ó.
It's the hateful mound Jeremy mentioned in his book.
Mound é uma tradução errada para colina, devia ser tipo túmulo, né? É como se fosse uma colina que é usada como túmulo mesmo. Mas assim, colina mesmo.
Jeremy, you dropped your...
Mrs. Marcus?
Get off of me!
What are you doing here?
Trying to find my uncle.
Jeremy is your uncle?
Could you please? Thank you. And it's Miss Hartwood.
You don't remember me?
I remember you, Mr. Bois. I met your brother Baptiste earlier.
I suppose he hadn't found Jeremy either then. We spread out to find him.
Can I have this? I'm trying to get to Tarawea.
Fine, believe the rest. I just want Jeremy to come looking. We have to leave before it comes inside.
What? Where?
Come quick.
Oh, God damn my soul.
Acho que todo mundo tá sendo meio cuzão com ela, né, velho?
I'm back at Terceira.
The dream of the grave under the cheniere suddenly vanished, and Emily found herself back at Terceira. Instead of Jeremy, she found Lottie, who, just like her brother Baptiste, reminded her of John, who died so bravely in the war. She pushed her painful memories out of her mind and returned to her investigation. She still needed to figure out what to do with the boiler.
Sim, rapaz. O noivo dela morreu na guerra, verdade, mano. Porra. Na Primeira Guerra Mundial. Aqui, ó. John Marcus, 1918.
Reflections on the Power of the Verb in Certain Texts by Juan Luis Jorge. To act is...
It's wet shut. It worked. I don't have everything I need.
The bar.
Dá essa cabeçada na porta e não sente nem dor, né, bicho? Porra. Imagina. Deixa eu dar essa lista. É a sala de estar. Sim, é a loirinha. Subir.
Come on, Grace. I'm too tired for games. I'll even let you play with my jackknife. Oh, good evening. You haven't seen a little girl by any chance, have you?
I don't think so.
You would have known if you did. The only kid crazy enough to be in this place.
She's not in her room then?
That would be a first. Always running around causing trouble. She's very hard to pin down, that one. You want to sip?
I'm good, thank you.
Well, I should be going then. Unless there's anything you need from me.
I just want to find my uncle before anything happens to him.
Oh, don't worry, miss. He'll show up. He is much too lily-livered to kill himself.
Why would he?
It's his greatest ambition, didn't you know? Take care now.
Será que indo rápido assim eu consigo zerar hoje ainda? Acho que não. E tem muito documento que eu já li, né? Muita coisa que eu já fiz.
McCarthy moseyed off to continue his search for the little girl. Emily had meant to ask why he was looking for her, but decided against it, fearing that it would just prolong an already awkward scene. The old clock.
I think this must be the great Cassandra Beauregard's room.
Miss Beauregard.
I'm not sure what I expected. Maybe something more extravagant? What's that? I'm not sure I have everything I need. I need something else.
The medicine bottles had stains of rot on the labels, suggesting some greater shape. They just needed to be put in the right order. But for what purpose?
Eu nem lembro o código dessa aqui, não. Devia ter anotado, né, velho? Só ver a live, na verdade, né? A live anterior.
So this is Grace's room.
Don't you worry.
Cute.
O Jester.
What a terrible thing to recognize that your betterment was an illusion. That you are so infatuated by the virtue.
Velho, eu acho isso muito engraçado, bicho. Uma hora a porta abre rápido, outra hora o cara dá uma cabeçada na porta. Meu Deus. Sim, a chave da adega, né? Eu tenho a chave da adega. Beleza. Deixa eu explicar. O que será que tem aqui que eu não peguei?
The Astarte artist colony. I'm pretty sure they had a Mardi Gras crew called the Pirates of Pontchartrain when I was a child. There's some aggressive-looking rot on these paintings.
Segundo andar lá. Por que não abre essa porra, meu amigo? Chave da adega, isso. Vai subindo aqui.
It's wet shut. It worked.
Pegando mais um. Nossa, fica mais legal à noite mesmo. Ai, meu Deus. Acho que o Jeremy tá aí. AORUS.
Do you teach piano as well?
Huh?
You're a governess. Did you teach those clawing Casino kids how to play the piano?
How do you know about that?
Just because grown-ups don't notice children doesn't mean we don't notice you.
Yes, I taught them some piano.
Are you any good at it?
Not good enough to play a broken one.
It fell from the attic. Brought half the ceiling down.
It was Jeremy's fault, wasn't it?
Nobody knows what happened. But you're not wrong.
Sim, deixa arrepiado. Oxi!
What are you doing?
I'm gonna go now. See you around.
Do nada a menina deu uma injeção, velho, cara. Porra é essa?
The prick of the syringe hadn't hurt as much as the humiliation of being played by that child. Emily just couldn't make any sense of her behavior. Grace seemed amused, but not mocking. Was this just her being playful? As her feelings subsided, a second thought appeared. She wouldn't have injected her with something, would she?
Botei drogas. Esse vai juntar. Depois pra ver aqui. Ok. Vai ser isso. Vai levar logo o cantalote. Vou esse aqui. Esse.
On the common pit, more of that unsettling rot.
Vamos logo pegar aquele negócio lá em cima. Assim. Volta que eu parto a Cassandra. Ah, do outro lado da galeria. Cassandra é isso.
Let's write this down.
257. Peixes. 2, 3, 4, 5. Peixe gêmeos. Sim. Peixe gêmeos e leão. Peixe gêmeos. Leão. Vídeo. DLSS ligado. Resolução. Não, deixa eu... Caldeira agora. Daggers.
I guess this works too?
Ah, agora ela resolveu.
Jeremy? What the hell is
that?
What? There was a dead body in here. Did I just imagine that?
The body of Deseto's clerk transformed into some eye-clad abomination before he suddenly disappeared. Surely it was all in her head, a horrible vision planted by the Dark Man.
It's another one of those plates for the telescope. It's also broken and missing some pieces.
The boiler seemed unremarkable, except for the broken decorative plating on the side. It looked similar to the ritual bench that Emily used in Miss Jackson's place to open the door leading back to Deseto. Emily wondered why it was broken and if it had been deliberately sabotaged. If so, why? Emily figured she would find out later and focused on finding the broken pieces and mending the plate.
Esse daqui é complicado, hein? Tem muitas peças. São muitas peças, né? Deixa eu ver. Queria poder dar um zoom aqui nesse negócio. Só. Isso. Nove, sete, cinco. Ai.
The talisman is showing another room. Something is open.
Pega. Pega. Assim, pega.
It worked. I'm in another one of Jeremy's streams.
Dessa vez eu não vou cair na armadilha daquele cara bugado, não.
Emily stepped out into the humid night and found herself recognizing the Lafayette Cemetery. She hadn't been here for years, she thought, and in a way, she still hadn't returned. This was something not quite the same. Hoping she would soon get to see her uncle, she set off to find the chapel mentioned in his book.
Deixa eu fazer uma pausinha aqui, vou botar uma água, vou pegar um lanchinho. Baby Games. Vamos continuar essa game.
It's been a while since I visited the family tomb. I hope it's in a better state than the real world.
Não tem nenhuma interação fora isso, né? Porra. Aqui, né?
There's something missing. What's this?
Essa é a resposta do seu pulso.
There we go.
Pega na marreta. Ah, estátua de Nossa Senhora segurando Jesus. Ah, agora você não bugou, filho da... Com carne você buga, né? Comigo, com a Emily, você não buga. Um porra desgraçado.
This is the chapel in Jeremy's book. It looks like I need more medallions to open it.
It was the chapel where Jeremy had promised to mourn the mysterious Perosi. Maybe soon she would be able to talk to her uncle and have him end this madness. She just needed to find a way inside the chapel.
Bela. Gambari. Só falta um gambari. jogo não deveria nem ter um sistema de stealth, já que não tem stealth kill. Aí, ó. Pra quê? Pra que esgueirar? Se os caras me veem do mesmo jeito. Caralho! Ó. Gambari. Crucifixo? Vou ter que entrar num túnel desse daí. Naquele ali, eu acredito.
I'm out of bullets. I don't have any bullets left. Yeah.
Além de pistola, né? Deu-lhe só uma cabeçada. Nem sabia. Isso. Ah, oportunidade. conseguiu pegar isso aí não, velho. Tem um bocado de bala de pistola aqui, né? Deixa eu pegar. Ver se ainda tem. Yes. Não era assim. Ah, tem uns encaixezinhos ali. Uma parte que eu vou ter que correr, né? Essa catacumba de Paris. Too many of them. Colapsou, velho. Colapsou? Colapsou, mas eu ainda consigo passar. Olha, meu Deus do céu, velho. E é Ghost do outro lado da vida. Ele ia passando por dentro das pedras ali.
There we go.
I made it out.
E a combinação das cores.
No, that's not right.
Ao titio.
Emily, is that you?
Jeremy.
What are you doing here?
Well, you sounded so miserable in your letter. I've come to take you away from here.
I can't believe I made such a foolish mistake. All I wanted was for you to stay away.
What do you mean?
I bargained with the Dark Man. A pact to keep New Orleans safe with my own life as tribute.
The Dark Man isn't real, Jeremy. There is nothing he can do to hurt you.
How do you think any of this is happening? How do you still not trust my words?
Fine. Then let me help.
Don't be foolish. He will bury you next to me in his sunken temple for an eternity.
I don't care. I'll find a way. I have my own talisman, and I know about Tarawea.
Oh, wait, don't speak.
Who's in here? Show yourself.
You know who, Emily. He took your grandfather.
No, I mean it. Who's in here? I can feel someone's in here.
Emily!
Tarawea. Why do you want to go there, Jeremy?
I've seen so many strange occurrences lately. Memories explode into existence and then burn out like tired glass bulb filaments. Dreamscapes crash down from the stars and sink into the sea. Doors that lead to nowhere and absolutely everywhere at once. With all this reverie, I want to think there's a chance that you found a way to remain alive in some way I cannot fathom. Just like I've learned to navigate with my talisman, maybe you, with all your knowledge, you somehow knew a way to find me again, perhaps in Tarawea. Oh, my love, Jeremy.
I need to find out more about Jeremy's pact with the Dark Man. He meant to go to Tarawea. Maybe there is something there that would help. She was beautiful. I wonder what happened to her.
Ferocious fate remained a mystery to Emily. Was she a part of Jeremy's story, or did she maybe have her own? Despite suffering the Hartwood curse herself, Emily never thought she would be seeing the Dark Man manifested in front of her eyes. To Emily, the curse was very much a psychological condition and not something that could suddenly step into a physical world. What did this mean? Could her own personal demons take form? Surely the only way to get any answers would be to find a way to the place Jeremy so desperately wanted to go. She needed to go to Tarawea.
Tarawea?
The Astarte Artist Colony. I'm pretty sure they had a Mardi Gras crew called the Pirates of Pontchartrain when I was a child.
Eu tenho que ir agora. Investigar. Aba.
It's a telescope lens. Oh, why would he leave it in here?
Jeremy had found a way to enter Tarawea, but he wasn't allowed to go. He knew deep down that it was impossible for him to cross that threshold. Instead, he hoped that Perosi would go in his place and burn his library to the ground so he could start again. But she never got the chance. Perosi had her own problems, her own demons, and she died suddenly one day without warning. Holding the telescope lens in her hands, Emily suspected what it was. At least a part of the key to that paradise Jeremy so desperately wanted to see. Curious what she would find, she felt eager to put the lens to use.
Sala de estar? Não, não é sala de estar. É sala de visitas. Sala de visitas. Está foda isso. De um puzzle para outro puzzle, não é mesmo?
Wait, what's going on? It's entering the numbers by itself? Okay, great, so where is
Jogo de pomba? Canal errado, amigo. Isso aí é o Ganangakuren. Peguei no Marled.
Was this dream of Terceira without a catch? A place for rest and comfort.
Não avisei porque senão ia falar, ô, galera, vem pra minha live aqui, eu vou jogar Alone in the Dark. Vou me dar loucuras. Onde é que é, mano? Dá uma de Marfor, né, velho? Não pode. Ei, galera, tô aqui, hein? Sala de jantar. Sala de jantar é pra onde? Tem que subir. Por isso lá vai até o Marro chegar. Ele chegou lá? Foi lá? Aqui mesmo, sala de jantar.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Valeu, Marlon. Boa noite aí, meu. Descanso.
You should not have come, Emily.
How do you know my name? Have we met?
In a manner of speaking. As a manifestation of Yermi's deepest desires, I am to you unfamiliar. Yet I know of you.
Are you Jeremy? Is that what you're saying?
I am only his subconscious thoughts. I cannot speak for his totality.
How come you have a Spanish accent? And what is this place? Is this Tarawea?
This is indeed the fabled convent of Tarawea, where Yermi goes to find peace during his sessions with Dr. Gray.
It's all fantasy then.
Based on the things he has read and seen.
And that includes you.
Yes. My name is Juan Luis Jorge. Yermi once read a book of mine. It stuck with him.
Can you help me break the pact with the Dark Man so we can leave Derceto?
Yermi doesn't want you to. He wants to honor his word to the Dark Man.
Why? What's the point? I don't understand what the pact is for.
The people of Derceto are calling upon evil to enter this world. Your uncle offered his soul to the Dark Man to contain this disaster.
What? No, that doesn't make any sense.
The pact will be fulfilled at dawn. As the sun rises, Yermi will forever be entombed in his sunken desert temple. As promised, the Dark Man shall quarantine and starve the evil inside Derceto.
What about all the patients and the staff?
They will not stand a chance.
That's unacceptable. How could Jeremy agree to this?
Desperation, of course. Yermi did not choose martyrdom lightly.
Well, nothing is lost yet. I'm sure I can find a way to break the pact and save Jeremy. And hopefully the people at Derceto. What even is this evil you're talking about?
I don't know much. I think some nightmarish entity from the bayou.
I'll just have to deal with that later. First, I have to get Jeremy out of his deal. What? Did you run out of arguments?
You're actually quite inspiring, Miss Emily. If we put Yermi's feelings aside, I would have to say I agree with you.
Really?
You might just be able to save the old man from himself. I think you should take a look in the convent library. Try to find the truth about Yermi's relationship with the Dark Man.
Okay.
You should know that you won't be alone in those grand halls. The Dark Man has been reading those books for years.
He's here?
You'll have to be very careful.
Of course. I can be careful.
Good luck, Miss Emily.
As much as Emily wanted to soak in the comfort of Jeremy's dream and take a seat next to Juan under his Bodhi tree, she knew she couldn't stay. She had to visit the library and find information about Jeremy and his first meeting with the Dark Man.
What is the Dark Man, do you know?
The Black Sun. The stalker among the stars. The crawling chaos. No. Neither I nor Jeremy knows what he truly is.
I'm worried this is how it starts. That this is just madness enveloping me.
I'm sorry. There is no compelling answer I can give you to dispel such doubts.
Well, I put this off long enough. Take care, Juan.
You too, Miss Emily. I will cross my fingers and hope for the best.
coletável por aqui, velho. Dark Remake. Agora eu já sei como é que passa dele sem morrer.
The Great Library.
What's this?
Oxi, tem nada aqui. Mas brincando com minha cara. Ver como é que ela vai reagir aí. Essa parte aqui foi foda com o Carnaby, velho. Não sabia o que fazer. Espera. Não tem um coletávelzinho. Mas brincando, meu. Vai lá, vai lá. Valeu, chefe. Boa noite. Vou até onde der aqui. 1h30 por aí. Nossa, tô encerrando.
It was in the hot autumn that I went through the night with the restless crowds. He was a kind of itinerant showman who held forth in public halls and aroused widespread fear. The New Orleans address of the event is lost, but I remember distinctly the Prext shipping company pressing their contribution.
Emily!
Please, no.
I hope you found what you were looking for, Emily. I fear there is no going back.
He's in my head, Juan. His breath replacing mine.
You should not have come, Emily.
Push.
Well, if it isn't my new best friend. Come, join me for some giggle water.
Ruth?
Oh, Miss Hartwood, don't tell me you've been out swinging without me.
Ruth, what is this place? Where are we?
Have you never been to the Maccabean before? Goodness me. Tell me, Miss Hartwood, have you ever considered going out for an evening?
Are we in New Orleans?
Oh, who can tell anymore? I just went inside the grand parlor and suddenly here I am.
The grand parlor? Can I get back to Derceto from here?
Are you sure you want to? We could stay here and drink the night away. How about a gin fizz?
If this is New Orleans, maybe I should go further. Find that magic show the book was talking about. But there was no address, just Preg's shipping company.
Oh, is this about where Jeremy met the Dark Man?
How do you know about that?
Jeremy talked a lot about the Dark Man. I always felt a bit envious.
How so?
If an all-powerful entity showed me any interest, I'd at least hear him out. I'm sure he has plenty to offer.
I don't think you'd want that, Ruth. You're too sweet for such darkness.
Oh, please. What kind of blue nose do you take me for? I relish the darkness. I think it suits me.
You don't happen to know how to find the Preg's shipping company, do you?
Of course. Their office is just over there.
Whoa, what happened?
You just got lucky. A bientôt, Mademoiselle Emily.
Hey, do you know where my uncle is?
No, but I bet you're close.
Caixa de fósforos. Cidade cresce.
New Orleans lies southwest of Derceto, along the
Ah, não, esse aí eu já fiz. Falta 3 só.
It was in the hot autumn that I went through the night with the restless crowds to witness the enigmatic Black Pharaoh. He was a kind of itinerant showman who held forth in public halls and aroused widespread fear wherever he performed. It was the sort of thrills my father sought out, especially if there was a promise of electrical trickery. The Nolan's address of the event is lost, but I remember distinctly the Prext Shipping Company pressing their contribution in the morning papers. There were rumors of an Egyptian sarcophagus being a part of the act, something which kept me wondering how they had carried that up the seemingly endless stairs. The details of the showman's performance have almost been entirely replaced by dread, the kind that numbs and hides the terror of something unbearable. What is certain is that ever since that night, I can't remember a single day passing without seeing or sensing the presence of a dark man.
Prext Shipping Company. According to the book in the Great Library, they assisted a showman performing somewhere in New Orleans. It's somehow connected to Jeremy's introduction to the Dark Man. I'm sure I can find the address inside.
Marreda. Vou pegar minha metralhadora, vai dar um... What?
There's gotta be another way inside. There's a way through the sewers.
Pela tomada, será que tá quebrando?
All done.
Vamos gambare! Não, não precisava matar esses caras, acho que perder munição e vida. E tempo. Alguma coisa, né? Não. É que lugar, safado.
All right. I made a decent to work on. Let's find that address.
Sozinho no escuro, beleza, gato. Aqui, burro. Ah, o atiçador, vou pegar. Munição pra cá. A senha deve ser a mesma da outra campanha, então deve ser 454. Metralhadora, meu amigo. Me dê, papai.
I'm not complaining.
Me dê, papai, tomigão. Deixa eu ver, é 4. Tá bugado? Como tá bugado? 454, né? Tem algum documento aqui. Isso, abriu, docos. Status.
He was raided while in dock. All of his things were recovered, but blood was shed. Several...
Do jogo, você fala? Aqui não tá comentando não, já tirei isso daí. Deixa eu ver, 4, né? Esquerda. Não, burro, isso aí é 6, velho. Não, não, tá bugado não, é desse jeito mesmo. É desse jeito mesmo, tá configurado assim, porque é microfone de mesa, não sei o que é. Talvez... Deixa eu tirar aqui o celular. Talvez melhor. É 4. 5, 4.
Gotta go manifest. September 19th, 18...
This is it. The address to the theater where Jeremy first met the Dark Man.
Não desce aqui. Ah, cara, desce, né, velho? Toma fogo, desgraçado. Quer mais? Toma fogo. Toma. Viu? Easy.
Looks like the fog cleared up.
Ver se tem uma coisa pra pegar. Isso é o hotel, né? O hotel, né? Olha, tá por aí. Gambare. Essa bebidinha. Pistola.
Emily didn't recognize this part of town. She didn't even know if it was a real address she had found. Did Gallatin Street exist? Or was it something Jeremy had made up? As she closed in on the address, she began to worry. Would she meet Jeremy there? Or was she running into the arms of the Dark Man himself? Why couldn't Ruth come with her and help her out, Emily thought. She really didn't want to be alone anymore. At least Emily was back in New Orleans again, in front of the warehouse of the Prext Shipping Company. According to the book in the library, she should find the address to where Jeremy first met the Dark Man inside.
Jeremy de novo.
You shouldn't have come.
Don't say that. You needed my help.
All I wanted was to keep people away from DeSoto. Especially you, Emily. You're the only one in the family who forgave me for choosing old age over death.
Father still cares for you? He is paying for your treatment at Terceira.
To get rid of me! That's the only reason anyone's at Terceira. Someone in the family thought you were becoming an embarrassment.
Help me get you out of this mess, Jeremy. I want to take you away.
Your father would send me right back.
What if I take you up north, to Kingsport? I know Mother still has family up there. I've been thinking about going for a while now.
I haven't been to Massachusetts in years. I still paint from memory, you know? That old lighthouse makes for a great motif. Your father and I would go almost every summer. Then when our great-uncle died, we stopped going back.
What is there to be done about the Dark Man? He's the one holding you back, right? You feel like you can't leave without paying your debt to him.
The Dark Man has been with me since I was 12 years old. He was standing right on that stage right over there. For a brief moment, his gaze held mine. And that was it. I recognized him for what he was. The Hartwood curse embodied in flesh. I thought it was my turn. But I was only there to be mocked. Instead, his attention moved on to my father sitting next to me. I turned to him and saw his face. The whitest shade of pale I've ever seen. He bit off his tongue that night and suffocated.
What can be done, Jeremy? Please.
There's a way. 2 ways to be exact. One worse than the other. A written contract, now buried inside his sunken temple.
Don't you remember what it said?
I don't want to.
Try, Jeremy. What did the contract say?
No, we can't. We can't let New Orleans suffer that blight. I have to make this sacrifice.
What are you talking about? Is this the thing from the bayou? Juan said something.
Doidão, moleque.
Okay, so there is a way to break the pact at least. Hidden somewhere inside the Dark Man's temple. I just need to find it. Somehow.
Ele é virgem, né? Gêmeos, virgem e peixes. Peixes, gêmeos e Gêmeos. Gêmeos. Peixes e vídeo. Gêmeos. 5, 2. 5, 2. Assim. Vídeo, né? Peixes, gêmeos e peixes, gêmeos e peixes. Peixes é 2. Peixes, 2, 5, 8. É 2, 5, 8. São as partes mais legais do jogo.
I need to get down there somehow.
The temple of Nephron-Ka lies under our camp, despite all effort.
Okay, you can do this, Emily.
Atrasado. Chequinho bugado. Fala, amigo.
Emily felt a wave of despair as she recognized the temple she had entered. It was where all her dreams eventually led her. Like roads to Rome, her darkest thoughts always brought her here. Was the dark man behind all of her family's suffering? Was it the same creature wearing 1,000 masks? Finally, feeling her own sanity slipping away, Emily steeled herself and set off in a hurry to find Jeremy's contract with the Dark Man, so she could leave this cursed place. Emily was in a cold and cruel desert. As her feet pushed into the ancient dunes, her mind flickered to the beach in Kingsport, where the shadow of the tall lighthouse crossed the coast like a needle. It seemed so much more sinister than it should. A temple dedicated to the Dark Man, she thought. How is this worth pursuing? This is madness.
Esses netos.
It's the constellation Taurus. The big star is Aldebaran. It's something to do with the dark band. I've seen this in a dream, but as a shallow pit of darkness. This is definitely where the contract is hidden, but how do I get to it?
Perdi meu tempo matando esses bichos, né? Eu vou e mato.
I think this one moves. It worked.
Desgraçado. É de brincadeira. Além do Vale do Nilo. E velho, um morcego. Um morcego aqui, velho. Bicho, cadê o morcego, velho? Sumiu? Nossa, eu ainda tô com atiçador, velho, não acredito. Isso é uma serpente, é? Caraca, velho, uma serpente morta. Porra, moleque. ter aberto aqui. I guess. Inshore. Ah, lá em cima que eu tenho que ir. Ah, não é, filho, é descendo. Mercado do farol. me verificar essa caixa. Não tem nada. Desgraça.
Acknowledge psychological trauma. Break through the barriers of self-deceit. Temper manic behavior. Is this it? Is this the contract?
Ela fosse morrer, né?
Oh, Jeremy. How much pain and suffering you could have prevented.
Emily? What are you doing?
Detective, how is your investigation going?
Well, I still have no clue where Jeremy is, but I think I know why he's hiding. This place is full of lunatics planning to perform some kind of ritual tonight.
Well, that sounds ridiculous. Or rather would have just a day ago.
It gets worse. I have reason to believe they killed anyone who didn't want to go along with the plan.
Detective, have you encountered any monsters tonight?
I just told you, I think they killed people. Beauregard, the author, Perosi, the singer, Mr. Waits, the clerk, Mr. Chance, the gardener, they're all missing.
No, I mean, have you fired your gun tonight?
Of course not. They wouldn't just kill outsiders like that. It would bring too much attention. But you should keep your eyes open.
So you haven't seen anything strange? Been anywhere else?
What are you trying to tell me, Emily? Are you in some kind of danger? Let me drive you back to New Orleans. I think I have enough. You know, at least get the police to take a look at this case.
No, I'm fine. Thank you, Detective.
I'll find your uncle, Miss Hartwood. Just stay out of trouble.
São duas campanhas completamente separadas, né?
It was almost night when Emily found herself back at Derceto. What exactly had she been doing? And what was Detective Conde talking about? Did any of her findings make any sense? All she knew was that she wanted to figure out what the 3 steps to the contract entailed and how this was connected to Dr. Gray.
I better get to work on breaking the pact with the Dark now. It's the only way to save Jeremy. Good thing I still have the talisman. I have a feeling we will.
Deixa eu soltar aqui. Beleza, galera. Vamos procurar alguém para raidar. Me ajude. Vamos lá pro Estrolados? Não estrolados. Os caras estão jogando. Estrolados.